Good evening. It is Matt Rogers. It is now the 21st of January 2025. New extremely distant solar system object found during the hunt for Planet X. Carnegie's Scott Shepard and his colleagues are once again looking into our solar system's edge. These bunch of astronomers are looking as they discovered a new extremely distant object far beyond Pluto with the orbit that supports a presence of even a further out super-Earth or larger Planet X. The newly found object, called 2015 TG387, was announced Tuesday by the International Astronomical Union Minor Planet Center. The paper with the full details and discovery has also been submitted to the Astronomical Journal. 2015 TG387 was discovered about 80 astronomical units away from the Sun, a measurement defined as a distance between the Earth and the Sun. For context, Pluto is around 34 astronomical units away, so 2015 TG387 is about 2.5 times further away from the Sun than Pluto is right now. The new object is on a very elongated orbit and never comes closer to the Sun, at a point called the orbits. That's about 65 astronomical units. Only 2012 VP113 and Sedna is about 80 to 76 astronomical units away. This distance object, 2015 TG387, has most distance orbits. Its orbit semi-major axis is larger than 2012 VP113 and Sedna's, meaning it travels much further to the Sun than any other object. At its furthest point, it reaches all the way to about 2,300 astronomical units away. Again, 2015 TG387 is one of the fewer known objects that never comes close enough to our solar system, to the giant planets like Neptune and Jupiter. These so-called inner objects, 2015 TJ387 and also 2012 VP113 and Sedna, are isolated from most of the solar system's known mass objects, which makes it immensely interesting. Shepard explains they can be used as probes to understand what is happening to the edges of our solar system. The object with the most distant orbit, 2012 VP113, was discovered by Shepard, who announced it of the findings in 2014. The discovery of 2012 VP113 led Shepard to notice the orbits of several extremely distant solar system objects. They proposed the presence of an unknown planet several times larger than the Earth, sometimes called Planet X, Nibiru, orbiting the Sun well beyond Pluto at hundreds of astronomical units. These bunch of astronomers think there could be thousands of small bodies like 2015 TG387 out on the solar system's fringes, but their distant star makes findings to them very difficult. Currently, they state that they can only detect 2015 TJ387 when it's near to the closest approach to the Sun for some 99% of its 40,000-year orbit. It would be too faint to see it. Folks, the object was discovered as part of the team's ongoing hunt for unknown dwarf planets and Planet X. It is the largest, deepest survey ever conducted for the distant solar system objects. These distant objects are like haystacks leading us to Planet X. The more of them we can find, the better can be understood of the solar system and the possible planet that we are thinking is shaping their orbits, a discovery that would refine our knowledge of the solar system evolution. It took the team a few years of observations to obtain the good orbits of 2015 TG387. Because it moves so slowly, it has such an orbit of a long period The first observed of 2015 TG387 is October 2015 by the Japanese Subaru 8-meter telescope located in Hawaii. Follow-up observations in Chile and discovered also at the Channel Telescope in Arizona was obtained in 2015, 2016, also 2017, onwards to 2018 to determine 2015 TG387's orbit. 2015 TG387, aka Nibiru Planet X, is likely towards small end of being dwarf planets. Increase since it has a diameter of 300 kilometers. The location of the sky where 2015 TG387 reaches the orbits is similar towards 2012 VP113 Sedna, and the most known extreme distant trans-Neptunian objects suggest that something is pushing them into similar types of orbits. These computer simulations for how different Planet X orbits would affect the orbits of this new object finding in the solar system 2015 TG387. The simulations include a super-Earth mass of several hundred astronomical units on this elongated orbit as proposed at the Caltech and also the University Michael Brown in 2016. Most of the simulations showed that not only 2015 TG387's orbit was stable for the age of the solar system, but was actually shepherded by Planet X gravity, which keeps the smaller object of 2015 TG387 away from the mass of a planet. Based on the data collected by the Subaru telescope, which is operated by the National Astronomical Observatory in Japan, these results made use of the Discovery Channel telescope at Lowell Observatory. Lowell is a private non-profit institution dedicated by the astrophysical research and public appreciation of astronomy. It operates as well in partnership with Boston University and also the University of Maryland, the University of Northern Arizona. These results use a large imager which was built by Lowell Observatory using funds provided by the National Science Foundation. This paper includes data gathered with a 6.5 meter telescope located also of the observatory in Chile. Now indeed we're getting some very new people that are coming in as well, subscribing to the channel and asking questions. What is Planet X? Now I'd like to address this information to those new people that are now very interesting towards the information and the topic of Nibiru. A heavenly body possible as large as a giant planet Jupiter, possibly so close to Earth that it would be part of the solar system, has been found in the direction of the constellation Orion by the orbiting telescope aboard the US infrared astronomical satellite. So mysterious is the object that astronomers do not know if it is a planet, a giant comet, or a nearby protostar that never got hot enough to become a star, a distant galaxy so young that it still has the process of forming its first stars, or a galaxy shrouded by dust that none of the light casting by the star has ever got through. In 1983, these astronomers explained, "All they can tell you is that we do not know what it is." See, they used the IRAS telescope with the chief scientific astronomer for California Jet Propulsion Laboratory Director at the Palomar University, and also the Astronomy and Observatory for the California Institute in Technology. The most fascinating explanation of this mystery body, which is so cold it casts no light that has never been seen by the optical telescope on Earth or in space, it is that it is a great gaseous planet, or larger as Jupiter, as close to Earth as indeed 50 trillion miles. While this may seem a great distance in earthbound terms, it is a stone throw away in astronomical terms, so close in fact that it would be the nearest heavenly body to Earth beyond the outermost planet, Pluto. To be honest folks, the mysterious body was twice identified by the infrared satellite, and it was scanned by the northern sky from last January to November, when the satellite ran out of supercooled helium that allowed its telescope to see the coldest bodies in the heavens. The second observation took place 6 months after the first, suggested that the mysterious body had not moved from its spot in the sky near the western edge of the constellation Orion in that time. The mysterious body is so cold in temperature it is no more than 40 degrees above absolute zero, which is 456 degrees Fahrenheit below zero. The telescope aboard the IRAS is cooled so low and is so sensitive it can see objects in the heavens that are only 20 degrees above absolute zero. The important part of this video is indeed when IRAS scientists first saw the mysterious body and calculated that it could be so close some 50 trillion miles. There was some very important interest that it might be moving towards the Earth. What if it is larger than Jupiter and so close to the Sun it will be part of the solar system? Conceivably, it could be the 10th planet astronomers have searched for in vain. It could also, and might be, Jupiter-like star that started out to become a star eons ago but never got hot enough like the Sun to become a star. While they cannot disprove the notion, they explain the mysterious body could be a distant galaxy either so young that its stars have not begun to shine, or so surrounded by space dust and its starlight cannot penetrate through the shroud. So indeed, it could be Nibiru Planet X, a dark, large celestial body of this mini solar system, Nemesis the Destroyer, heading into our solar system, folks. The next step is pinpointing the mysterious body, is to search for it with the world's largest optical telescopes. Already, the 100-inch diameter telescope in Chile has begun to search for the 200-inch telescope in Palomar Mountain in California, has embarked several nights next year to look for it. If the body is so close and emits even a hint of light, the Palomar telescope should find it, even since the infrared satellite has even pinpointed its location. Okay, so indeed, for those that have subscribed to the channel, that are asked to speak of and listen to the topic of Planet X, we will always do our research, looking into the diaries, and also photography pointing towards the heavens on a clear night. Everybody that's watching this channel, have a fantastic evening wherever you are across the world. From Matt Rogers.